So good morning everyone. In last class we have completed our chapter number 4, that is basic geometrical ideas. So in that already we have learnt about line. What is line we have learnt. What is line segment. What is ray. What is point. All this we have learnt in last chapter, that is chapter number 4, basic geometrical ideas. Now in this chapter we are going to learn about angles. Okay, so we are going to learn about angles. Before going to learn what is angles, first we will know how angle is formed. Okay, so how angle is formed? With two different rays, the union of two rays. These are the two rays and it is mixing here. Union is nothing but mixing it. Okay, the union of two rays forms an angle. So here it is A, here it is B, and this intersection point I am taking it as O. Okay, so this is called as angle. Angle can be formed in any way. Like this also it can be formed. Like this also it can be formed. Okay, so what do you mean by angle? Angle means the union of two rays forms an angle. So how you will denote this angle? We will denote the angle like this, with this symbol. And what is the middle alphabet near vertex? Which alphabet you are seeing? That is O. So we will call this figure as angle O. Okay, so angle O can also be written in the form of AOB or BOA. We can write in the form of AOB or we can write in the form of BOA. What is the angle here? Which alphabet is lying in the middle? That belongs to angle. In middle you are seeing O, that means angle O. Here also in middle you are seeing O, that means it is forming angle O figure. Okay, so in the same way if I take here P, Q, R, where angle is forming here. So what we call this figure as? We can call this as angle Q. Okay, so what we can call? We can call it as angle Q. So this angle Q can be written in the form of PQR, or we can also write in the form of RQP. So only you have to see which alphabet is lying in the middle. Which alphabet is lying in the middle, that belongs to angle there. Okay, angle Q can be written in the form of PQR. In the same way it can be written in the form of RQP. Okay, so this is called as angle. So what do you mean by angle? The union of two rays forms an angle. Now how many different types of angles are there? Types of angles. Types of angles. So first one is zero angle. Second one is acute angle. Third one is right angle. Fourth one is straight angle. No, obtuse angle. Fifth one is straight angle. Sixth one is reflex angle. And seventh one is complete angle. So total how many angles are there? Total 7 angles are there. First one is zero angle, second one is acute, third one is right, obtuse, straight, reflex and complete. So what is zero angle? We will see. So already I told you that in angle is formed with two different rays. Okay, angle is formed with two different rays. That means this is a one ray, this is a one ray, and on that only you are having another ray. Okay, so here it is A, this is B and this is O. Okay. Okay, so only in one ray you are seeing two rays. That means two rays are lying together. Okay, and this ray is not moving at all. That is in same position, in straight position. It is in straight position. So we will call this as zero angle. Okay, now acute angle. What do you mean by acute angle? Now B ray is like this. This is what? B ray. And this ray, this small ray has moved somewhat up. So it became like this. Okay, so it has moved from here to here. So what we call this angle as acute angle. So which type of angle, which type of degrees are acute here? That will be less than 90 and greater than 0 degrees. The values, if they are less than 90 and greater than 0, all numbers, all angles, we will call it as acute angles. Here less than 90. Less than 90 means it will be 89. 89 is acute angle. 87 is also acute angle. 50 is also acute angle. 60 is also acute angle. Okay, so this is called as acute angle. Now coming to right angle. Now B ray is same as it is. Now this acute angle has become straight like this. Here it is A, here it is O, here it is B. So here it is forming 90 degrees. So what do you mean by right angle? Right angle is nothing but that will be equals to 90 degrees. If it is a 90 degree, we will call it as right angle. Next is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means, now this is a B ray and this 90 ray has become slight like this. Okay, so now it is like this. Now from here it has moved to till here. So this is A, O, B. Now this is what this is called as obtuse angles. So which type of angles we will call it as obtuse angles? They are greater than 90 and less than 180. Okay, if it is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees, we will call it as obtuse angle. Greater than 90 means it can be 100. 100 is a obtuse angle. In the same way 120. 120 is also obtuse angle. 135. 135 is also a obtuse angle. So less than 180 degrees will be equals to obtuse angles. 179 is also a obtuse angle. 179.5 is also a obtuse angle. So this is called as obtuse angle. Next is straight. Now this is B ray. This is O ray. And what do you mean by straight? Straight means nothing but straight. So, you will stand in straight position, no? In that order. Now A has become straight like this. It came till here. Now it is turning to like this. So it will be in this order. So what is this? This is called as straight angle, that is nothing but equals to 180 degrees. Okay. So next is reflex. Reflex is nothing but B ray is as it is. Now this A ray has become down, went down like this. It came down like this. Now this is what? This is called as reflex angle. How reflex angle? What are the reflex angles here? That will be greater than, it will be greater than 180 and less than 360 degrees. If it is greater than 180 and less than 360, all the angles will be in the form of reflex. That means 270 is also a reflex angle. 330, 335 is also a reflex angle. 355 is also a reflex angle. Okay. Now last is complete angle. Complete angle is nothing but B, O. Now this ray has turned like this and came to again the same position. Again it came to same position. It has turned like this and came to again to the same position. So this is what? 360 degrees. That will be equals to complete rotation. It has taken full rotation, full round it has been taken. So what is this? Zero angle means the two rays are not moving at all. Acute angle means it has been slantly went up. that is what, less than 90 and greater than 0 degrees. Right angle means it became straight like this, so that is 90 degrees. Obtuse angle means it has turned this side, so that is it has been turned to left side, so that is what here, obtuse angle. So obtuse angle will be greater than 90, less than 180 degrees. Straight angle means it became straight now. From this, like this, this ray has become straight like this. So this is called as straight angle. This is reflex angle, and complete angle means taking the full rotation is called as complete angle. So how our clock will be rotating, how clock hands will be rotating, in that way our angles will also be forming the degrees here. So how it has been formed, first 0 degrees like this, after that it became like this, after that it went straight, after that it has become obtuse, after that it has become straight, after that it went to reflex, again it came to the same position, that is equals to 360 degrees, that is complete rotation. So these are the angles which we are having in our textbook. Okay, so next is okay, now we will start our exercise 5.1. So first solution we will see. So what is that? Give any 5 examples of a line segment observed in your classroom. So by seeing your surroundings in your classroom, you have to you have to give the 5 examples for line segment. So what are the examples we can write? Edge of a board you can write. Okay, in the same way you can write edge of a book. Okay, next you can write edge of a window. You can write edge of a bench. Okay, and also you can write edge of a duster. Okay, so these are the examples for line segment. 5 examples for line segment. Next is, why it is better to use a divider than a ruler while comparing 2 line segments. Why we have to, what they are asking here, why it is better to use a divider than a ruler comparing 2 line segments. Why we can use divider instead of ruler for comparing the line segment, they are asking. So if you take the scale, somewhere points can be different, okay, but in divider exactly you can measure. So that's why we will use, instead of scale, it is better to use a divider. Okay, so write that answer here. Right here, to find length of a pencil, the eye should be length of a object, the eye should be correctly positionized, correctly positionized. Just vertical. Vertically above the mark of both points. Otherwise, there may be an error due to angular viewing. To avoid this problem, a better way is to use a divider while comparing two line segments. So this is our answer. So what is the answer? To find the length of an object, the eye should be correctly positionized just vertically above the mark of both points. Otherwise, there may be an error due to angular viewing. To avoid this problem, a better way is to use a divider while comparing two line segments. So this is our second answer. Okay, so third question is what here? Measure all the line segments. So measure all the line segments in the figure given below and arrange them in ascending order of their lengths. So some line segments they have given, you have to measure with the scale. Okay, after measuring with the scale, you will get some values. No, it can be 2.2 centimeters, it can be 1 centimeter, it can be 3 centimeters. Suppose AB is 1 centimeter, AC is 2 centimeters, AD is 3 centimeters and AE is 4 centimeters. You will get for every line segment, you will be getting one line segment, some centimeters you will get. So after finding all the line segments, you have to arrange them in ascending order. So what do you mean by ascending order? Ascending order is nothing but writing in small to bigger values. Okay, so the third one you try it as homework. Next, fourth one is fourth solution. Midpoint of AB is located by Sweta and Reshma like this. So Sweta has located in one order and Reshma is also located in another order. So Sweta has located in this form. Okay, and Reshma has located in this form. Okay, so what is the question there? Which one do you feel correct? Measure the length of AC and CB and verify. So we have to tell which one is correct there. So here what is the answer? Which one is correct in this? What is the middle point? Here this one is correct one. That is Reshma has located correctly. So by observing we can say that by observation we can say that the midpoint of AB line segment located by Reshma is correct. Okay, so here AC is 1 centimeter, CB is 1 centimeter. So AB value will be equals to how much? That will be total 2 centimeters. Okay, so you measure this line segment and then you write the values. Okay, so for this for today, you take this fifth one as also a homework. That is, each of these figures given alongside has many line segments. For the almirah, we have shown one line segment along the longer edge. Identify and mark all such line segments in these figures. So they have given some figures here. So in that figures we are seeing some line segments. Okay, so for every line segment, for every end point, you name any alphabet there and you write how many line segments are there for that figure. Okay, so with this our class is completed. Thank you.